Hello and welcome back, everybody. Oh my God. That was one intense game I've ever played in my whole Madden career or whatever. How can I say it? I'm speechless. We won against the former 2-0 Cowboys, and I swear that was one of the most intense games I've ever played. And I liked how the sliders I got. I feel like these sliders are working. I thought I was delusional with how last week against the Eagles, how we got a big lead from them with that 53-6 game. But it's good that I didn't really mess much with the sliders anymore. The only thing I added in the sliders was I +5 on the CPU's run blocking, and I tell you that the CPU run blocking now looks like it's good. We were in an even game, two good teams, two good offensive and defensive. And I thought we were going to go into overtime. I really thought we were. I thought we were going to lose the game, possibly. And all of a sudden, I was like, with me and my negative thoughts, I was like, oh, all right, whatever. I'm just going to just keep throwing the ball down the field. So what happened, first time didn't work. And then after that, pass interference after pass interference after pass interference. Now, I will admit something. If you put your receiver on the corner, it won't be on you. It will be on the defense pass interference. Now, I think that's a little too much. I mean, it's not really the sliders, I believe. The sliders do a little bit. I don't know. I might have to turn it down by 5 with the pass interference, possibly. But it was mostly my fault. I didn't do it on purpose. It was on accident on that last throw. When I threw the ball at the way end, and my receiver I was controlling, I accidentally bumped into the defender, and then they got called for pass interference. And then, odd enough, my game wanted me to go for it for a touchdown. And I said, no, I'm going to go for the field goal. If I got this lucky so far, I'm just going to hit the field goal. Screw this. I'm not going to rub it in. And plus not risk my chances of losing or going to overtime. So, let's look at the stats. Right now, the box score 34-31. What an intense game. Dak Prescott and Eli Manning both have 3 touchdowns passing of the day. Now the thing is, the sacks, it should be switched, because the Dallas offensive line is so good, and I don't know why he got sacked 6 times, but whatever. Rushing, Carol Hagman. At the beginning of things, it was bad. He was having a tough time with getting yards. The defensive line for Dallas is equally or even more better than our defensive line is. They were really dominant, stopping Hagman, only for 3.7 yards per carry average, but he got 88 yards and 24 carries. So, I mean, that's an okay game. He got a touchdown out of it. So, it was all right. And then when Elliott went down with the injury for the game, rest of the game, Mike Poole really shocked me. Every time our defense was slacking, we were letting him get through. We thought he was not going to be a big threat, but he was a big threat for the backfield. Really shocking for Mike Poole. So we'll keep an eye on Mike Poole in the future. We might see if he either gets released or anything like that. Maybe a trade later next year or something. Because Mike Poole is a really talented running back. He did have a fumble in the game though, but other than that, he was really he performed really good, equally to Elliott. And then Sterling Shepard, one of the best wide receivers in the game, in this game. He had 83 yards with 5 catches. We were doing a lot of short dump offs to Shepard. It was really good. I liked it. Odell didn't get a lot of looks in this game. He was mostly covered really pretty well by Brown and the rest. Larry Fitzgerald. He played a decent game, but he wasn't getting so many looks as well because Jenkins was on him. Beasley got the best of us sometimes. And who's that one tight end they have? Yeah, Joff Swam. I can't say his name right, but he surprised me a lot in the game. He got a touchdown on us. Hagman did good in the backfield receiving. Ricky Fisher did pretty decent as well. Like I said, a lot of our receivers that usually get a lot of looks didn't get a lot of looks. So, and then with defense, Darrell Washington did good in the game. Got 11 tackles total. That's good. And 4 of them for loss. Sean Lee was a pain in my rear end. I swear. He was really aggravating. He got 2 of sacks on me in the same possession. And he deflected the ball, I believe. It was either that or number 58. So it was irritating, but he did a good job. JPP did a good job as well. 2 sacks. DRC did good. He got a sack in the game. That was shocking. I thought, that's good. That's crazy. There's Thompson with 1. Carpenter with 1. Darrell Washington with a half a sack. Malik Collins with a half a sack. Lawrence half a sack. And Harrison half a sack. No interceptions in this game, nor any fumbles, but none of them recovered. Now, no defensive touchdowns or anything. We already know the punting and the kicking and the returning. So this game was really good. There was positive, but there was some negatives that we need to fix. We allowed more yards in this game, I believe. But the thing is, it's alright. I mean, sometimes we get our bad days. And they were really competitive. They were equally the same good team, but we were the one that became the dominant one in this. So, I mean, it was an alright game. Nail biter. Didn't mind it at all. So, I mean, and Eli Manning, let me tell you about something with Eli. Eli was alright in the game. Now, this is the reason why he's called mediocre, alright? He does good plays, and then sometimes, and a lot of, he either does really good or he does really bad. I mean, he did good in this game, don't get me wrong, but there were some key plays, like that first throw down the field. I think by the end of the game, he missed Fisher, I believe, the first time. And then that second time, the second throw, that was when all the pass interferences started coming in. But when he missed Fisher, if he didn't miss Fisher or his receiver on that one play, we would have got a touchdown. It would have been game over earlier than what we were dealing with later. So, I mean, we're going to have to try to look at Archer, possibly have him start. I mean, both Webb and Archer are good. I like Webb because of his throw power. He has more throw power. But with Archer, he has almost the same type of throw power. And he's younger and he's more mobile. By the way, his speed went up because in practice he was really blazing with speed and everything. And plus he's a former wide receiver. Why, because I had to switch it with his agility, his speed with his agility. So, I mean, if he was a former wide receiver, you know, why have 83? So, Glenn Archer, really good player. We might actually start him later on next year. That's possibly when Manny is going to possibly retire after this year, I believe. If not, whatever, he'll be the backup next year because we need Archer to start. Or somebody to start on this team because right now we are trying to find the future quarterback of this team. And I'll mention in the next video we did something. So we made a move before this game, and right before we on this game, we made a move, and I'll mention that move here in the next video on the pregame show when we go against the Redskins. So, I think that's going to be about it, everybody. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below. Oh, excuse me, I burped. But tell me down below if you like this. What do you think about how everything's going? And how are you doing, by the way? So, how you doing? So, anyways, thanks everybody for watching the video. I'll catch you next time. Later.